Think about how often you've felt weighed down by clutter in your home, by endless to-do lists, or by the sheer noise of modern consumer culture. We're told to buy more, do more, be more. Yet, in chasing all these mores, we can lose sight of ourselves, drowning in stress and distraction. What if the key to a richer life is actually less? Minimalism isn't just about bare white walls or throwing away your belongings. It's a philosophical stance, a deliberate choice to clear space, physically and mentally, so we can focus on what truly matters. Inspired by thinkers like Henry David Thoreau and informed by traditions like Buddhism and Stoicism, minimalism offers a path out of the cluttered hustle, helping us find meaning in simplicity. Today, we'll explore the deeper why behind minimalism, revealing how adopting it can lead to a more fulfilling life than any chase for more ever could. Minimalism as a concept goes back centuries. Henry David Thoreau captured its spirit in Walden, where he lived in a tiny cabin, writing, "I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." Thoreau found freedom in paring down life's extras, focusing instead on nature and introspection. Stoic philosophers like Seneca also argued that chasing luxury and abundance can erode peace of mind. By practicing self-restraint and cultivating gratitude for the basics, Stoics believed we could tame our endless wants, forging a calmer, more balanced existence. Likewise, Buddhist teachings emphasize letting go of attachments to possessions and illusions, freeing the mind to experience genuine clarity. Modern minimalism stands on these shoulders, reminding us that by owning fewer possessions and saying no to frivolous commitments, we reclaim time, energy, and mental clarity for what truly aligns with our values. In a world of ads, flash sales, and social media highlights, it's easy to believe stuff will complete us. More stylish clothes, the latest tech, bigger homes. Similarly, we may fill calendars to prove our productivity or self-worth. But often, these impulses come from fear of missing out, FOMO. We worry if we don't get that deal or accept every invitation, we'll miss excitement or fall behind socially. Status anxiety. We want to show we're successful by our possessions or busy schedule. Emotional comfort. Buying things or overcommitting can mask boredom, loneliness, or deeper dissatisfaction. Cultural momentum. We live in consumer societies where success is measured by accumulation, so we follow the script without questioning. The result? Clutter, physical or mental, that drains us, blocking us from purposeful living. Minimalism calls us to disrupt this pattern, to ask, does acquiring or doing this truly add real value? Or am I just fueling the cycle of more for its own sake? Contrary to popular belief, minimalism isn't about punishing yourself with austerity. It's about awareness. It invites you to reevaluate your space. Are your possessions purposeful or just clutter? Do they serve your genuine interests or simply occupy attention? Your time. Are you scattering your hours on tasks that bring no fulfillment? Are you overcommitting socially out of obligation rather than joy? Your relationships. Are you maintaining connections out of authenticity or social guilt? Your mental habits. Do you mindlessly scroll or chase trends? Or do you pause to consider what resonates with your values? Philosophically, minimalism says, less can be more if it's chosen deliberately. By trimming the unnecessary, you clear space to focus on creativity, relationships, rest, and personal growth. The aim is a deliberate life where each possession, each activity, each relationship has meaning. Let's illustrate how minimalism can catalyze deeper meaning. The overstuffed homeowner. Karen's house overflowed with unused furniture, souvenirs, and seasonal decor she rarely touched. She constantly felt anxious. Cleaning took forever, and she felt trapped by her own belongings. Embracing minimalism, she systematically donated or sold items that didn't serve her current life. Surprising herself, she discovered newfound peace in open space. Freed from constant tidying, she spent weekends hiking with friends, something she'd always wanted but never had time for. Her mind felt lighter too. Fewer objects demanding her attention meant more clarity to focus on personal goals. The overbooked achiever. Jake was the yes guy. Yes to every volunteer committee, yes to side hustles, yes to back-to-back social events. Yet exhaustion crept in. Realizing he rarely had quality time for his partner or for reflection, Jake decided to prune his schedule. He dropped activities done merely to look accomplished, focusing on ones truly aligned with his passions, like tutoring kids and hosting a monthly book club. Although his resume might look less impressive, Jake's daily joy soared. With each no to extraneous demands, he reclaimed depth in the relationships and projects he cared about. Both Karen and Jake discovered minimalism isn't about living with nothing. It's about living with just enough so they could devote attention to what they genuinely love. Minimalism doesn't mean you have to toss everything overnight. It's a journey of ongoing self-examination. Some actionable steps. 1. Start with one area. Pick a closet or a digital file folder. Sort out what's essential or joyful versus what's just idle accumulation. Ask, does this serve a real purpose or spark meaning? 2. One in, one out rule. For every new item you buy, let go of one existing item. This prevents creeping reaccumulation. 3. The maybe box. If uncertain about discarding something, place it in a maybe box. If you don't retrieve it within a set time, say 3 months, you likely don't need it. 4. Mindful commitment. For your schedule, examine each event or obligation. Does it align with your values, or is it just FOMO? Test politely declining lesser invitations to see how it liberates time. 5. Digital detox. Unfollow accounts or mute notifications that clutter your mind with negativity or trivial content. Keep your digital environment as curated as your physical space. As you practice, you'll sense a shift from chaos to simplicity, from scattered energy to intentional living. Fear of regret often stops people from letting go. Fear that you might need that item someday, or that you'll offend someone by declining an invite. Minimalism solution. Trust in your ability to solve future problems if they arise, rather than stockpiling just-in-case items or relationships. Another obstacle is comparison. Seeing minimalist influencers with white, empty rooms might feel unattainable. But remember, minimalism is personal. It's about your threshold for simplicity, not some internet aesthetic. If you have hobbies requiring gear, or if you love hosting dinners, keep what genuinely supports your joy. Finally, emotional attachment can be tricky. Some possessions carry memories. Minimalism doesn't demand you discard all sentimental items, but it does encourage you to reflect on which hold true meaning and which just weigh you down out of habit or guilt. Henry David Thoreau famously wrote, "Simplicity, simplicity, simplicity," at Walden Pond. He discovered that by stripping life to its essentials, he could observe nature and himself more clearly. This resonates with Stoicism, where philosophers emphasize focusing on what's under our control, our virtues, our choices, and letting go of externals, like luxuries, that can breed dependence or anxiety. In Buddhism, minimalism emerges from non-attachment. The notion that clinging to possessions or outcomes sows dissatisfaction. If we reduce craving, we reduce suffering. These traditions converge on a key principle. Deliberate simplicity fosters freedom. We are freed from illusions that stuff or busyness automatically equate to meaning. Instead, we find meaning in presence, ethical living, and experiences that align with our genuine calling. Minimalism can enhance not just your living space, but your inner space. Reduced decision fatigue. Owning fewer clothes or gadgets simplifies daily choices, leaving mental energy for creative or soulful pursuits. Clarity and calm. Less clutter physically often translates to less mental clutter, a calmer mind that can focus on deep tasks or reflection. Self-discovery. By removing distractions, you encounter your true preferences. Do you really enjoy that hobby, or was it social pressure? Freed from external noise, you can rediscover authentic passions. Financial freedom. Spending less on unnecessary items leaves resources for experiences, charity, or a rainy day fund, easing financial stress. In short, minimalism helps you reclaim mental bandwidth, letting you shape a life around purpose instead of consumer impulses. The outcome is an emotional lightness, not emptiness. Friends or family might question your new approach. Why aren't you upgrading your car? Or why skip that party? But minimalism is about politely holding your ground. You can politely decline possessions or invitations and graciously explain your reasoning if asked. No need to preach. Over time, those close to you may see how your calmer, more focused lifestyle actually benefits your well-being. Social media thrives on showcasing abundance, travel, hauls, lavish dinners. But minimalists can flip the script, sharing experiences of deeper living, a serene corner of your home, a meaningful conversation with a friend. And if you prefer privacy, that's valid too. Minimalism can reduce the pressure to constantly perform or update social feeds for validation. Ultimately, your life is yours to design. If you choose a simpler wardrobe, a modest home, or fewer social obligations, that's an act of self-definition, not self-deprivation. By ignoring the noise of status contests, you might find you flourish in your own unique way. Minimalism is more than a style trend. It's a reflection of what thinkers from Thoreau to the Stoics have emphasized for centuries. When we step back from chasing more, we uncover enough. Enough space, enough time, enough breath to savor each moment. This doesn't mean rejecting comfort or technology entirely. It means letting go of unnecessary clutter, physical, digital, or emotional, and redirecting your life toward what and who truly matter. Whether that's investing in relationships, creative passions, spiritual pursuits, or simply enjoying quiet presence, minimalism clears a path for a deliberate, values-driven existence. Ask yourself, does this item or commitment add true joy or purpose to my life? Am I collecting or committing out of fear or social pressure? If the answer is no, minimalism invites you to release it, creating room for depth and authenticity. Embracing less can lead to more freedom, clarity, and fulfillment. Let that be your guide as you chart a simpler, richer path. Thank you for joining me on this journey.